What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jerome Majette. I'm your host here at Understanding the Reason. Hey, man, we in pursuit of understanding why are we here? Why are we on this planet, man? That's what we've been talking about. Before we get started, we got a lot to cover, but before we get started, please like, share, and comment on these videos, man. Your comments are welcome. Love to hear your thoughts about these things, man. Let me know if I'm on the mark, if I'm missing the mark, whatever, right? It's all good, right? Also, anybody who picks up one of our shirts, picks up our book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man, What Made Him Do It. If you send me a selfie, make sure you give me your name, put your name with it, and you can just put it in Facebook Messenger, just send it to me. I'm on Facebook. So you can just send me the picture and it will shout you out at the end of our videos. Please stay to the end and just see who the next person is that we shouting out, okay? And but before we get started, please get your notes out, get your notebook, because listen, we great get into some good stuff, all right? Let's dive right on in. All right, so we were talking about Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. You want to jot that down, Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. And this is what it says. In the beginning, God created the heaven, the atmosphere surrounding the earth, the bubble the earth is enclosed in, and the earth, which is comprised of dirt, dust, and clay, and the earth was without form, had no establishment or settlement of life, void of any carbon life forms whatsoever of any kind, and darkness was upon the face of the deep waters. The Spirit of God was moving, hovering, brooding over the face of the waters. So I asked the question in our last video, please go check it out. I asked the question, where did the water come from? Wait, because we established that the last time we was together, we established the fact that Earth is very, very similar to Mars. In our, just to go back and revisit the one piece, we're reading out of the book. We're still in chapter 2, and chapter 2 is titled Before the Beginning. So before the beginning, the earth was just this big old barren sphere with nothing here. There was nothing on it, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, water. Man, listen, we're going to talk about that in this video. Let's go ahead and dig into this thing, man. So check this out. So, continuing our examination of Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 and 2, we discovered something truly remarkable, right? What we've discovered is water. Water, right? So we know, as we pointed out earlier, at a definite point before time, something dramatic happened on a planetary scale, right? An event that caused an enormous flood to cover the Earth's entire surface with miles of water. How do we know? Within the same narrative is the following abrupt statement: and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Something happened. Something happened. Was it? And look, I thought somebody tried to tell me, man, this is a long time ago, right? Because it took me 18 years to write my book. So in that time, I had conversations with different people. So this one brother was talking to me, man. He's like, yeah, well, it could have been meteorites. And I thought about that thing, right? You look at the moon. The moon has been bombarded with meteors, no water. And then here's the other part, and I really want everybody to pay attention to this right here. So we talked about the atmosphere, right? We talked about the bubble that the earth is enclosed in, or the scripture says that the earth was put inside of a bubble. That is so awesome to me. So it was put inside of a bubble. The bubble, as we've already identified, is the atmosphere around the earth, right? If you look at NASA's satellites and things of that nature, you literally can see this blue, thin hue going around the whole entire globe, right? That's the bubble. We talked about it, right? We talked about it. That's the bubble. So something happened. I believe the earth flooded when God's enemy struck it at lightning speed. Nothing I have researched so far offers a better explanation for where our water supply came from. What I have read from scientific sources doesn't make sense to me. The only thing that does is the Genesis account. But listen to this. This is what they say. This is what they say our water came from. Now you got to check this out. So the scientific community, in an attempt to address the question by offering this explanation that our water supply originated minutes after the Big Bang. Here's an excerpt from an article that I found at the Smithsonianmag.com. And this is what it says. Just shy of a trillionth of a second after the Big Bang, the energy that sparked the outward swelling of space transmuted into a hot, uniform bath of particles. Now listen to this. During the next 3 minutes, these primordial constituents bumped and jostled, combined and recombined, yielding the first atomic nuclei. One of the great triumphs of modern cosmology is its mathematical description of these processes, which gives accurate prediction for the cosmic abundance of the simplest nuclei. A lot of hydrogen, less helium, and trace amounts of lithium. Producing copious hydrogen is a propitious start en route to water. Listen, come on. So look, let's read on. Listen to this, man. So, wait, did you catch that? If you follow the idea of this article, you will find that it explains absolutely nada, nothing. Actually, it makes me want to know more about the author. Like, how did they come up with a trillionth of a second? Like, how did they come up with that model? Or how can they support what they're saying? How can they support the fact that mathematicians figured this thing out? Like, how did they go? How did they know? Was they there? No. So I'm sitting here thinking, what is their motivation? Like, what is their motivation to say to us, to us thinking people that they know where our water supply came from? And then here, more importantly, here's another thing. Many of the scientists that I read on this particular topic was trying to make it seem like there was nothing behind it. It was a evolutionary process that caused our water to come into existence. I had to ask the question, how did evolution know that the human body is made up of 75 to 80% water and absolutely needs it to survive? Come on, man. Hey, listen, we are getting closer to understanding the reason we're here. Please pick up my book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man. What made him do it? Okay? Pick it up and then come back here. Let's sit down, man, and just go through this thing line by line and really ask the question, like, why are we here? Why Earth? Right? Why Earth? So we're going to get deeper into this topic about our water supply, and we're going to tie all these good things together. Man, please come back, bring somebody with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. We appreciate you. God bless you guys. We'll talk to you very soon. Peace.